Going over to the third place Master Yi, we do have a description here if you guys want to read that when you do peruse the events page on Piltover Archive. But for our purposes, we have an even split on runes. Battlefields make a whole lot of sense. 2 battlefields you want to hold. A little bit surprised not to see fortified defenses, but I guess your leader does that already. So if you want to diversify a little bit and get some draw and rune value, this makes perfect sense. And then Arena's Greatest to get underneath those Aurora decks and those other control decks. The 1 Master Yi in the champion zone makes perfect sense. Going through the rest of our units, 3 Pit Rookie, 3 Stalwart Poro, 3 Keeper, 2 Paka Cub. This is a very interesting decision, I have to say, because, you know, that you're going to flip this hidden, and that's going to mean you're going to have 2 units in the battlefield. Although I guess maybe a better use for this is when you're facing down some sort of removal and you flip the Paka Cub in response to the removal. So if your Poro is in the battlefield, it does get removed by the removal that your opponent used, but you're still in control of the battlefield because you have the Paka Cub to flip. So actually, probably a very smart tech, I have to say. Maybe this is sideboardable against more removal-based decks, but if everything just plays removal to beat Master Yi, this actually seems like a really cool innovation that Yi could tech here. So actually very neat, seems very cerebral. 2 First Mate, I think, is the perfect number any orange deck, just because you don't really want to see it early. It doesn't do much early. You have to have cards to combo it with. Then we have 2 copies of White Flame Protector. Give any unit +8 this turn. Very strong for overcoming battlefields your opponent has taken control of from you, as well as a 3 Primal Strength there for the same reason. I don't know if I'd play 3 Strength and 2 White Flame Protector. I think the White Flame Protector is just a little bit too expensive, especially when you're already playing Primal Strength, but very cool list. This is making me think about Yi a little bit differently, which I think is very cool. For the sideboard, 3 Unleashed Spirit for your Kaisa and various other removal-based matchups. 2 Sabotage. Honestly, I'm on 3 Sabotage in the main. The card is just so insane. Playing with the hand knowledge, removing a spell. Every deck plays spells for the most part, or non-units, I should say, in some capacity. So you're always going to get the 1-for-1 value out of it. But knowing what your opponent has directly at their disposal is insane. 1 Wind Wall, we do have 2 Dead Bloom Predator. So going back real quick to the main board spell lineup, 3 Defy, of course, 3 On Guard, 3 Charm, super strong, 3 Discipline, typical stuff in Yi. 3 Foresight, I'm on 2 personally, just because you want to be drawing into units and spells. And if you can establish one, that's great, but you don't want to see a million copies of this card. It can still be okay if you do, though. 2 Rune Prison, also very interesting. I don't know how I feel about it in Yi, because you kind of want things to go to battle. You should be beating most things in battle, but I guess offensively it can be a little bit better when you're not getting that leader buff.